Got my channel back, got my channel back. All them haters did was give life to Brute Reacts. Bringing you the news and can't nothing hold us back. With the next video, run and tell them that. Hey, we the Brute Squad, we the Brute Squad. We the Brute Squad, we the Brute Squad. We the Brute Squad, we the Brute Squad. We the
So you don't know, your boy Brutal Sim on the scene, wicked and mean, with a next video for y'all, man. So y'all see what it is by now. Y'all see the title, and we're gonna start a series of the full court press, and I got a lot of ideas. Of course, we're gonna have some people come on, debate basketball, we're gonna talk basketball. It's just gonna be fun for people that love the sport of basketball. Of course, I got a few more ideas we're gonna be exploring coming soon. Now, of course, there are gonna be some upgrades coming with these are a little bit updated. I already got some much better stuff. Trust me, y'all gonna see. It's gonna be fire, but we gotta speak on this, man. Woj just dropped a bomb that James Harden really want to trade, but he's kind of scared to ask for it because he just kind of asked out of playing with Houston, right? So he's a little scared. He don't want the backlash. So underneath, yeah, he want to leave. Now we got a few questions we're gonna have to explore, of course, but first let's check out this clip from Woj right here.
I'm told that James Harden wants a trade to the Philadelphia 76ers. He wants it to happen today prior to the trade deadline, but he has resisted formally requesting that trade with the Nets organization. I'm told he fears the backlash of asking out of his second team in successive seasons, but certainly I think both Philadelphia and Brooklyn knows where his preferences lie. And now it's incumbent on those two teams, who I'm told are expected to have dialogue today, to see if they can find a deal. Remember, Harden can be a free agent this summer. The Sixers would have to do a lot of maneuvering on their roster to create the salary cap space for him, but they could trade a trade that certainly would involve Ben Simmons, is something that they could do today. There's no traction on a deal between the teams, but the expectation is they are going to communicate today. They've got until 3 o'clock to make that trade.
Woo! I ain't gonna fool y'all. I hate to say that, but I did kind of predict something like this would happen, to be quite honest. Because let's be honest, they got a lot going on when it comes to the Nets. A lot going on. Started off with Kyrie and the whole nine. Y'all know this by now. The rules are the rules. We gotta leave all emotion out of it. What we think, if Kyrie right or wrong, it doesn't matter. The issue is he was out. The team literally was in the top seed in the East, and currently, I think, let me go pull it up real quick. I think they're currently in the 8th position in the East. That's a huge drop. They're on a 9-game losing streak, and it's been downhill, especially since after KD got injured. But even while KD was there, the team wasn't really playing up to scratch, especially after Kyrie came back. So clearly, even James Harden performance down, right? So clearly, there's a lot of issues brewing in there. And the one player I would say that have not really signed up for this was James Harden. Remember, James Harden asked for that trade and he thought he was coming to a team that was fully functional and a lot better and would be making a run for the championship. But if this team continues like this, they might not even make it to the play-in, to be quite honest. So the question I actually asked on Twitter, man, I want y'all to follow your boy @BruceSim on Twitter, was who is under more pressure to make the Ben Simmons for Harden trade work? And I got a lot of feedback. Of course, a lot of people saying Sixers, but I don't necessarily agree with that. If you look at the Sixers currently, they're in the 5th seed right now. That's without. They were playing pretty decent. Joel Embiid is playing the best basketball I ever seen him played the whole night. So the team is playing pretty solid. Not where they should be, but they're playing pretty solid considering the tools that they have at their disposal, right? But when it comes to the Nets, though, the Nets are in a bind because remember, the Sixers they don't have nothing pressuring them necessarily to make a trade now. That's why they're holding on to Ben Simmons that long. Let's call a spade, because they got him long term. Whether he like it or not, they got him long term. They could keep him right there. As the more he's not playing, the more fines they could drop on him, and they're not really losing in that situation overall, right? So they could just keep him right there until they got the offer they think they deserve. And all right, so you're not playing, okay, fines. You don't want to play, okay, fines. It's okay, fines, and they keep getting their money back slowly but surely, right? But with Harden and the Nets, though, Harden could become a free agent at the end of the season. So they could literally lose Harden for nothing, and they traded a bunch of stuff to get Harden as well. So the Nets has been gutted out to facilitate KD, Kyrie, and Harden, and now they're in that area where now I need something back, because Harden already is showing that he don't want to play. Remember the report came out a few days ago. He's out for a hamstring, and we gotta trust that his hamstring is messed up. Like, you gotta trust it. So y'all didn't really go to a doctor and make sure and confirm? No. And Harden in the past showed that he is one of those players that will play all games in the season. He don't take days off. But when he's not happy, man, I'm injured, I'm gonna get overweight, I'm gonna be disgruntled, I'm gonna put up how much he put up, like 4 points or something? He was just terrible the last game. Like, he really lashes out in the way he plays. When Harden is not happy, he definitely, you could see it in his gameplay. You could see it in how he performs. And these are the things that's been standing out over the past few, to be quite honest. Now, Kyrie is always going to do Kyrie, but the problem with even that whole situation, and I don't even understand why the Nets even brought Kyrie back. Kyrie is not able to play home games, at least for now, with all the restrictions in New York and whatever. He's not allowed to play home games. And it's not only there that got the mandate. Depending on who he's matched up against, yeah, it's going to be a problem. So them dropping might be the best for the Nets, to be quite honest with y'all, right? If they make it through and get in the playoffs and they're one of the lower seeds, it might benefit them. But if they're one of the top seeds, if they really have the full squad there and they end up back on top because they got enough time, it's going to be to the detriment. Imagine having the finals and you got home court advantage and one of the star players can't play and they're matching up against a team that's just clicking. They're going to get beat either way. So the idea of them bringing him back always confused me, to be quite honest, because if you think about it, they're rolling a huge dice, and then you bring back Kyrie, it throws off the chemistry and throws off a lot. And we're seeing it right here with James Harden. So let me know what y'all think, man. Who do y'all think have the biggest or is under the most pressure to make this trade work? Either way, something gonna happen, to be quite honest with y'all. I think the Sixers right now is in the driving seat because they're, to me, or from what I'm seeing, they're under no pressure and they don't feel no pressure to get him moved anytime soon, as I already mentioned before. Why? But when it comes to James Harden and he being disgruntled and he being out for hamstring injury, and so that type of injury is something that you kind of have to leave it up to the player to some point, because the player could be like, yeah, I know y'all say I'm good, but I'm kind of not feeling like I could play on it, and they really got to take his word for it, which I think is what's going on. Right? So I think the Sixers got the upper hand in this discussion. Now, the Nets could be, have the most pride and say, no, we're going to keep Harden and we're going to make it work. But I think the fact that Harden could be a free agent, that's a huge risk that they might not be willing to take, considering what they gave up for him. But anyways, man, let me know what y'all think. Y'all know it is your boy Sim. We're gonna have a lot more of these. We got a lot of news dropping. I think today is the trade deadline, so we're gonna see a lot of movement. Y'all probably gonna see your boy again today. But I'm telling y'all, this is just the first of many. We got a lot of things, and we gonna invite some people to come on and debate your boy as well, man. Anyways, y'all have a blessed one. Be safe out there. Peace.